Hello, my beautiful people. Happy October. How is everybody? I know I took my sweet time to give you this podcast, but I'm giving it to you now. And we're still talking about changes because changes are so important in life. It's such a broad topic to talk about change because change at the end of the day is inevitable. Yeah, inevitable, just like Thanos. No, I'm just kidding. But guys, why am I talking about change? You guys know I was on a trip. I've been traveling almost a lot this year. And then after one trip, I had like this eye-opening thing. I was like, I need to change certain habits. I need to change my job. I want to change the path of my career again. I want to see something new. And for that to happen in my life, something new, something that I was more comfortable with, something that I was more happy with too, because I started noticing I'm not that happy right now. I know what's going on. I'm not that happy, right? So for me, when I start noticing these patterns in my behaviors, in my mindset, and yeah, in my mindset patterns, because I my mind is so volatile sometimes. I'm a Gemini. I don't know. They say it has to do something with that, but it's just sometimes also my personality. It's how I function. It's how my brain works, and sometimes I write so much stuff down to vent, to let go, but sometimes I don't. And then that's when my mind starts to become a jumble, and then I don't really write down my feelings and how I'm feeling or how I'm processing it. And then sometimes it just happens, guys. And I get it because it's something new in my life that I implemented recently and everything. Well, not recently, I've always had journals and everything, but I didn't keep up with them as constantly. And now I'm at a point in my life where I'm like, I need to keep up with my journaling because my mind loves to run in front of me, right? It loves to imagine scenarios I can probably never happen. It loves to create the weirdest imaginative scenarios, life, potentials, right? And sometimes I believe it, sometimes I'm like, hey, Anna, calm down. So that's why I needed a change. I needed a change because my mind was just coming up with things where I felt uncomfortable, I felt frustrated, I felt like I wasn't being heard. And so I was like, okay, something does need to change. Something does need to happen in my life now where I want to be able to create more. I want to be able to use my business brain more. And so that's what I did. Where I changed my job, I changed my hair, I changed my makeup routine, I changed my exercise routine, I changed a lot of things, a lot of mini things that have created this whole big almost 180 turnaround in my life. And so, I'm just listening and paying attention to the doors and opportunities that are coming to me and the ones that I feel most comfortable with, right? Most happy with, ones that I know that if I sit down and I properly think about it, I know that in the next 5 to 10 years, this is still going to make me happy. You get it? So that's how I want you guys to look at change too. That before you enact a change in your life, I want you to really think about it, right? Really imagine yourself through that change. How do you see yourself at the other side of that change? How do you see yourself when you've completed that change, right? Do you see yourself more happy? Do you see yourself still sad? Do you see yourself frustrated? So do you see yourself confused? How do you see yourself after that change has occurred? That's a big question. Write it down and answer as soon as you can if you are looking for that change, right? Or if you are seeking a change. I was talking with my friends the other day. I love her. She answers my Instagram questions and everything, and she told me that what if you are afraid of change? And oh my goodness, guys, I am afraid of change too. I think everybody's afraid of change because when we look at change, when we see our life and we think our life is as beautiful as it can be in that present moment, right? We're happy, right? Nobody, like, if you're looking at change in a fearful way, that means that you're very happy with how your life is going on right now, right? How your life is right now, you're very happy, you're very satisfied, and you don't want anything to change. And that's completely understandable That's completely understandable. And I hope that you guys understand that you don't have to make a change in your life if you don't want to. But when changes come from life itself, like for example, you're no you know in the job you had, they fired you, that's an outside change. You didn't expect that, right? So when those changes come that you didn't want, right, that you weren't prepared for or that you weren't preparing for, that's when you kind of have to slow yourself down and really just sit down and embrace and just start seeing how am I going to live my life now, right? And say, so the change, so you got fired, right? So you get home and you're like confused, right? You're like, I wonder why I got fired. Well, I'm sure they told you where you got fired. But you're like wondering in life, like, what am I supposed to do now, right? How can I go back to feeling in that happy place that I was with before I got fired, right? So it's not just about you coping with how the change came in about your life. It's about understanding why the change came in your life. Because sometimes we get fired, and then guess what happens? Maybe next day or even a week later, that job you always were dreaming of calls, right? So imagine if that change, that if you wouldn't have been fired, you would have never gotten the call for your dream job, right? Do you understand how certain changes that come from life is because it's life telling you now you have to go this way, right? I hope you guys understand me that, because I feel like that's sometimes a change that is the most beautiful, because even though you didn't expect it or didn't prepare for it, it's for me, I believe in God. So it's for me, it's like God showing you how to grow into your next best person. Yeah, I hope you guys get it. I hope you guys understand, because it's a beautiful way to look at the change that has come unwarranted into your life, right? And another friend was telling me that she loves change, right? She's excited for change, that she likes when things change in her life, and so she's always changing a lot in her life. So, and I'm looking at her, I'm like, yeah, you're right. That's the way maybe we should look at change all the time, with excited eyes, with an excited mind, where you're just so happy to be changing things in your life, because it's time to move up and on, and just level up in the type of person you are, and just be happier with your life. It's not about it should never be about withstanding things, or just keep pushing through in your life with things that you are not happy with or are not comfortable with, because that's not the point, guys. That's never the point. My earring fell. But okay, the point is that if you are doing the change, embrace it, sit about it, imagine yourself in the long term with that change, right? So I changed my hair, right? Changed my look again, because I was like, you know what? I've been 3 years. I've stopped wearing hair extensions. I've been doing my things with my curly hair, and it's been working. I've been on dates. I had a boyfriend, everything. But now I was at a point where, I wish I could do something more with my hair. I wish I could do something more with my image, and I don't know. I've always, my goal either way, when I took off my hair extensions 3-4 years ago, I was like, I want to embrace myself, my own beauty. I want to embrace my curls. I want to grow out my curls, everything. And I still am, right? I wanted to see it a bit more often, right? So yeah, like these extensions are gonna come out later on, but right now I just needed to see myself in that moment. Yeah, you get me? Because the confidence, the inspiration, the self-esteem, and the self-love I give to myself by seeing myself with this change already is monumental. It's monumental. So it inspires me to take better care of my hair, to keep growing my hair, to not dye. Oh my gosh, you guys, I don't know, but I sometimes get these urges to dye my hair, and it's not good for your hair. So don't dye your hair. But if you have it, you want it, go get it. But if I'm growing out my hair, I can't be dyeing it, right? I can't go blonde, I have to embrace my natural hair color, and I love my hair color. I do. And when I changed my hair, I was like, ooh, who's that in the mirror? It made me very happy. It made me very excited for the woman who I'm seeing in the mirror now, because I've been wanting to see that woman for a while. And even though, it's in my head, the vision I had of myself was in my head, because I'm growing out my hair and I'm like, I have the vision of how do I want to see my hair and everything. I just wanted to see it now. I just wanted to have that little self esteem boost now. It gives me so much more confidence, because I gave myself the length that I want my hair to be at, right? So maybe if I see it more often, my hair is gonna be like, yeah, that's our length. But yeah, guys, so that's what I also want to talk about. Changes in here in your mindset and on your own can boost your self esteem exponentially, right? Because when you change the way you look at yourself, right? You're changing something in your brain of how you look at yourself every day. So let's say it's just like when you lose weight, right? You're seeing yourself in a different way, in a different light, and you're excited for it, right? You're excited for it because you've had that image of yourself in the mirror for so long that you're like, wow, I'm here. I see it. I want this. I want to keep working at this, and I want to keep seeing myself like this, and I want to be like this, right? So you keep on with the salads, whatever you're doing for the exercise, to be losing weight, to reach a certain goal. So you keep at it and keep boosting your confidence, keep boosting your self-esteem, keep boosting your self-love, because at the end of the day, these types of changes, your inner changes, are from your self-love, because you want to see yourself in a different light, right? And to see yourself in a different light is to love yourself in a different way. And if that different way comes from changing your hair, changing your car, changing your job, changing your exercise routine, then it comes from that. Don't forget, okay? Um, it's so simple to be able to make inner changes, right? The small changes that you can. But if you don't understand how to change and to keep that consistency going, so that at the end of the day you want all these things to be automatic, right? Like when you go exercise, you already know which routine you want to go to, because it's the one that makes you feel better and it's the one that is going to help you attain those goals. Yeah. So it's not just about changing your routines, it's about changing your mindset about it. And that's my key point. Let's say I didn't change my look again, my hairstyle again, just because I just wanted to buy the things. No, I wanted to feel a certain way when I was looking at myself in the mirror. I wanted to feel more confident in the way I moved and flipped my hair. And I like the image that I see. I like the confidence boost. I like the self-esteem boost. And now that I'm there, right, when I take off my hair extensions, the self esteem and the self confidence is still there, because I'm like, yes, I'm gonna reach these hair goals soon, even though right now I have to fake it, right? Like Riri said, sometimes you have to fake it. Yeah. And that's what I'm doing with the hair extensions. I'm faking my hair so that my brain goes, oh yeah, I like that. And we're gonna keep doing the routines that I need to do in order to keep growing my hair to the length that I want. So I know I don't have to use the hair extensions, and so that I'm like, yes, Anna, this is your hair. Because when my hair gets to the length that I want, I'm gonna feel even more confident, more loving, towards myself, and have even more self-esteem, because I've reached my goal. I see myself, and I'm like, and I can throw away the hair extensions. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need them anymore. My hair is this long now. I'm very happy that I attained this goal, even though I needed to see it now in a fake way that can help me boost my mindset to keep reaching for that goal. It still works. Okay, so yeah, guys, changes are important. Changes are important because they change the dynamic in the way that we're thinking, in the way that we're feeling, and just in general how we see ourselves. Yeah, so change is very important. You should treat it with love, right? Treat it with love, treat it with excitement, treat it the best way you can. And even though sometimes the changes that come into our life we are not prepared for, it doesn't mean that somebody's out there to get you, or that this is just going to be worse. No, because it's not going to be worse. Every change that comes to you in your life is always for the better. It's always for you to grow. It's always for you to see like you can do better. It's always for you to see that, oh, I can do this now, you know. So if anything, be grateful for any changes that happen in your life. Imagine yourself changing in your life because you deserve to change, you know. And at the end of the day, change will be inevitable because we change every day. We grow every day. There wouldn't be birthdays, you know what I mean? Every day, even our biology changes every day. We lose hair, skin every day. We lose cells, everything every day. Even though they can be minimal, something happens every day. A little change happens every day. So, yeah, guys, and if you are having difficulty with your life changes, with how you see yourself, with your self love, and how to change your mindset about self love, you gotta give me a call. You gotta book an appointment. So, let me know, guys, okay? And that is my resume for changes. So, next podcast, I will definitely just dive into self esteem and self love changes because that comes so deeply rooted with how you change yourself, how you change the view of yourself, how you change the mindset of how you view yourself. And it's very important for you guys too. We're gonna sweeten it down and we're gonna make it beautiful. We're gonna make it beautiful so that you guys understand how to change your self-esteem, how you view yourself, right? How you view your self-love, how you change your self-love in at the end of the day. Because yes, you can say that you love yourself, but then you're letting everybody out here treat you weird. Are you sure you love yourself? Are you sure you're putting the right limits? Right? So yeah, guys. I'll see you. Don't forget to follow me, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you on the next one.